So I told you in video 5, I think it was, that I was going to go over and inspect where a tree just went down, maybe an hour, 2 hours ago. So we'll do that. I like to, this one didn't break off. This uprooted the stump. So around these trees you can read things. I like to go read why I think that the roots came up on this thing. In our area, either they're in a real wet spot that gathers a lot of water, or they're on a nurse log. That's like where a tree grows partly on an old large tree that has been down for years and years and years, and if not decades and decades, but where they turn that red rot, you know, it's not very stable at all. I've had a couple in my yard that went down, one because it was too close to the lake was high. It went over. I talked about that one in a previous video, and the rip ball was 21 feet wide, 14 feet high. We're going to go over and see this one and see if we can read the rip ball a little bit. I'm not going to do much talking, but Lindsay and Mike are over there, and we'll take a look, see if we can find out why it went over. Okay. We've got a storm coming in. You can hear that. That's the sound of the wind up in the trees.
Here's Bill.
The good news is it went away from the house.
Right. Okay, so there it is. It's a doozy.
Have most of the trees on this property gone this way or that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually
There's Mike. Okay, and there's the house. Okay, so that shows you how close it is. Okay, bye.
Are you posing?
Yeah, do I have lipstick on?
Yeah.
This is our root ball. Yeah.
How tall was this one?
I don't know.
125, 130? Well, I'm back. I went over and I looked at that stump, or the tree that went over, and looked at the root ball of the tree that went over. And it's a pretty good size one. It's not the biggest one I've ever seen. But looking at it, you can see on the left-hand side as I'm looking at it that whole area that got uprooted is just an old rotted log that the roots are going through. So I was right. It was either going to be, it was in water, or it was it had grown on a nurse log that had rotted. And they get so dangerous. Can you imagine being near that thing when it went over? I mean, they don't go over fast or anything, but there's a lot of weight there. Anyway.